Hello, in this video I am going to share with you a good remote position through Wellth, and this is a remote position, 100% remote. You don't need to worry to go to the office. And the other thing is that their pay rate is also good, and the best thing is that this is an entry level position. You don't need any experience or any type of professional experience for this job. So let's see of this job in detail. I will review about this company a little bit, then I will review about the requirements you need to put in your resume so that you will get shortlisted for this job. And finally I will review the salary also, whatever they mentioned over here, and the skill sets you need to require, and finally how you can apply. So let's see one by one. So at first, at the beginning they mentioned about this company a little bit. This is a rapidly growing digital health company based in Los Angeles, and they are utilizing behavioral economics, habit science, here they mentioned behavioral economics, habit science and technology to motivate behavioral behavior, okay, to improve the health outcomes for undesirable populations. With recent Series B funding and significant success with large health issuers, Wellth is scaling rapidly and making a tangible impact of people's life. And they mention everything over here. Okay, and this is the website of www.wellapp.com. You can find all the details about this company basically. And now the job description. So here they mention what you need to do. So basically you need to do a couple of things. Here they mention one by one, and the first thing is that you need to answer phone calls, emails, text through their helpline. Okay, so you need to actually use those things. You have to be familiar with those things. Then you have to assist members with any questions or issue regarding their programs. So if anybody has any question regarding their like any program, they have different programs, right? So if anybody has any question, they will you need to answer. Then you have to addressing tech issues and monitoring members basically, and altering medical care teams as needed basically. You need to also do this. And finally you have to a self-motivated person, goal-oriented person, and you must have a positive attitude to work with this company. Now let's see the job location. So I told earlier, I mean at the beginning of this job details, basically this is a remote position, and if you live anywhere in United States, then you are eligible for this job, and this is a remote position. Okay, and now the details about the salary. So basically they are paying $18 per hour, which is really good pay rate for entry level, no experience job basically. And this is completely remote, so basically you don't have to spend any single amount for commute to your office, or you don't need to think, so you are saving a lot of money. And also you don't need any experience basically. This is completely fresh people, a fresh graduate or fresh college student, they can apply, and then they can get hired. And the pay rate is very good as the starting salary, I will say. And here dimensions with this hourly rate, basically they also offer full benefits. Full benefits means like some health insurance, then life insurance, this type of thing they offer, but they didn't mention it properly. Probably down they mentioned properly, but I'm not sure. I will check those things later. So this is the hours you have to work, weekday and weekend, and from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. This is Eastern time zone. You have to work in Eastern time zone from weekday and weekend available. So sometimes, most of the time you have to work weekday, and sometimes weekend based on the work pressure, or like they have job support, something like that. And now to apply this position, basically you need to put something in your resume, and these are the desired skill set. Based on that you will prepare and you are qualified for this job. So whatever they mention over here, basically based on this you will create the resume. But here basically before application of this job, you need this type of like required skills. So some of them is mandatory, some of them is like flexible, and you must have to add this in your resume so that you will be shortlisted very shortly with the job tracking application system. Okay, the first thing of this required skill set they are mentioning, like you need excellent customer service skill. So you have to be a good person for to support customers, and you need customer service skills. Okay, excellent, they are asking like this. The same thing you need to add in your resume also, and you also need this experience and this skill. ability to simplify information and communicative effectively, verbal and written. So basically whenever you will support to the customer basically you need to understand their problem, you need to simplify their problem, and you have to give solution very simple way. So basically they mention like this. Then strong time management skills, so you have to be very punctual, like you have to complete all the tasks in time, like that. Then positive attitude and sensitive to member needs, extremely this thing. So tech savvy, especially familiar with Android and iOS mobile technology and digital tools, CRMS. So basically you must be familiar with Android and iOS mobile technologies and digital tools like CRMS. You need to be familiar with that. It is not mandatory, but if you I think you either Android or iOS mobile you are using, so you are familiar at least one. So basically you need to be familiar like that. Then self-motivated and goal-oriented, then high degree of professionalism and collaborative attitude, ability to problem solve efficiently. So you have to solve the customer problem very efficiently and timely. High degree of attention of detail, English or Spanish. So basically here they mention all the details, but nowhere they mention that you need this type of education. So basically education is not mandatory for this role, and you understand that this is you might have some experience, and nowhere they mention like you need like 1 year or 2 years experience. That means this is definitely a entry level position, so you can apply for this thing. And in this section they mention the benefits. Okay, so let's see what is the benefit. So benefits for full-time employees include health, dental, vision insurance, 401k, FS accounts, life insurance, PTO, and paid holidays. So they have every benefits whatever the other companies they are offering, like Google, Microsoft, or Yahoo, something like that. Okay. And the other thing is that we do not discriminate on basis of race, religion, citizenship, gender. So this thing is basically everybody is eligible to apply this type of position. And here once you complete this information, once you review this information, now it's time to apply for this job. So you need to create your resume first based on the details whichever I mentioned. If you don't understand, please review the video again from the beginning, then you will understand what you need to put in your resume, so that you will be shortlisted very shortly. Okay, then to apply this job, basically you need your first name, last name, email, phone. These all things are mandatory for any type of job, you know that. And then you have to apply, attach your resume. I prefer attach or enter manually. These two options I don't like, Dropbox or Google Drive, because there are some issues so far I found. So attach or enter manually, both of them are fine. And your resume must be in this format: PDF, docx, txt, or RFT format. And you also need to attach a cover letter. I'm not sure why they are asking cover letter, because most of the job nowadays they don't need cover letter, but as it is asking you like this way, you can add a cover letter. And finally you need to answer like 7-8 questions over here. So the questions which are static, you must have to answer all of this, otherwise you will not apply for this position basically. So these 3 things are mandatory here, and there is some other questions, so these are not mandatory, optional, but it's better if you try to answer all of them, so that it will be easy for them to understand your like whether you are eligible for this position or not. Okay, then voluntary self identification. So here this is also optional, you can ignore or you can type this thing. And here one important things, so if you are disabled, then this job is a heaven for you, because they are actually maintaining 7% rule of USA basically if you are disabled. So there is very high chance that you will be selected without any competition basically. Okay, in America basically most of the cases what happen, most of the time people who are disabled they don't apply, but the company is always eager to recruit this type of people who are disabled. Okay, and for disabled, what are the disability means basically? Disability means all these things, like if you have diabetic, or you have like cancer or heart disease, or so many things, like if you have a hearing issue, or if you have like big surgery, or if you are paralysis or some brain injury, something like that. So all these are treated as like disability. So if you have any of these things, basically this is a heaven for you. You can choose this option. Don't forget, you choose this option and then apply, and also you complete those, just submit your application. And that's it guys. In this way basically, if you format your resume based on the discussion whichever I mentioned, then it is very high chance that you will be getting selected for this job, and you will start your career in this position, which is completely remote, and the job title is member support specialist under Wellth. So that's it guys, thank you for watching the video. Hopefully I'll bring so many new jobs very shortly. Thanks for watching the video again.